a 440 Beast. This is a beast. It's a 440 stroker. It's a 512. And we are in Doug's garage here. He loaned me the garage to check a car that we got. That you guys, if been following the videos, you're gonna see the car is the same car with the switch problem. And I get misleading by the scanner because I got 3 codes that is related with the alarm security system. So I did a bypass. Right now you're looking at the 1968, right, is that? 1968 GTX. And this is his garage, private garage, guys. You gotta see this thing. It's amazing. He got a TV in the corner there. I mean, it's everything over here, and good temperature. You know. I'm gonna do a current test because we determined the problem is fuel. So I'm gonna do a current test on the fuel pump made by this guy, AES Wave. You can find it on the internet, and got great tools there. Also, they got this tool to test relay. And this is it. We're gonna do this thing now and see what is going on. And let's try with. Let's put the switch on, Doc, to see what we got here. And this, I got this new safe snap-on test light. Okay. So you see the current went to. That was the prime, right, Doc? That was the prime. It's still the switching on, right? All right. So turn it off and back again on to see if we got that prime again. And we did. But we got 11.7. 11.7. Now, okay, coming back to this car again, you can hear the engine running. I got it running for a period of now probably 10 or 15 minutes to see if it stalls me and see why the fuel pump is not activating. Even the fan kicking now, so I'm sorry for that. You can see those pins that I got there, those 2 white pins, and the black pin there. That is connected to the fuel pump relay. The fuel pump relay control, that is a better term to say it. That is what supply the power from the ECM to the relay. And these 2 guys is the one who supplies the power to the ECM. So you can see, let me see, you can see there is a battery voltage, alternator voltage is charging. And this guy here also is a alternator charging also. Now over here, you're not gonna hear the horn and the power probe because this is command with the computer. The computer supply this power up when the computer see the signal of the crank and cam. Is supply power to this guy here, which is the fuel pump relay. As a safety reason, they do that because if this car get involved in an accident and the car is stalled, so they don't want the fuel pump to run when the car is not running. So you get involved in an accident and they don't do that safety feature there, so you're gonna have fuel running all over the place. So that is that. We are afraid this is where the relay leads and the fuel box. That's that white guy there. That's the fuel pump relay. This is and this is what the fuel pump. You see if you got a better view of this guy here. 50 pounds in idle. So we're waiting for this car to stall on us and do a couple of tests. We got already all the setup here in Doug's garage. I mean, a beautiful garage. And again, waiting for this car to stall on us to do some tests and the fuel, what is missing here. But we believe that we got a weak pump, or a pump that is when it gets warm, we don't want to kick in again, and that's why we believe that we gotta all set up to see if that is the case with all this, what we're missing here. This is the car that we believe it was security. That is not the case. We got fuel problem. Okay. My friend Doug here have the scanner, the Maxi 6, and he says he's gonna command. This is with a bi-directional scanner. He's gonna command this relay to come on. Did I got the switch on there, Doug? Check it out. I think I do. All right, command it and see. Press yes. See the 1212. So that is working. Press off. Yep. Command it again. Yep. So that is working. You can see, guys, that is working. The computer is doing his work. The relay is doing his work. We don't got no fuel. The pumps, after running like 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour, quit on us by just taking the car putting the car in off position and try to start it again, and then the pump don't want to run again. So this is the problem here. We believe almost 90% that this pump is bad on us, and we're waiting for the car cool down so we can start it and do a covering ramp test in this pump. I am already set up here and still over here in Doug's garage. All right, guys.